I think my coworker is trying to get me fired, but he's just too dumb to do it well. So I have this coworker who I have been dealing with for the past 8 months since I started this job. We only interact on one project, and this project specifically is something that is very low on my priority list. Like if I have time and I'm done with every other thing I'm doing, then I can spend time helping him. However, he has always treated it like he's my boss on it and expects me to take over all of the work and do whatever he says. Whenever I don't do something exactly perfectly, he will immediately start a group message with me, him, and the closest person to my boss, and with multiple paragraphs all of my mistakes while not doing any of the work himself. Keep in mind my boss never answers this, and it really just becomes a thing between him and me going back and forth. But I'm a contractor, and he's full-time, so for me, it's a little bit more stressful. Another thing that makes it annoying as hell is that he's always changing how he wants me to handle these issues. If I use a tool that he taught me, and that tool leads me to make a mistake because of the issues with the tooling, suddenly we no longer use that tool. Then 2 weeks later, he's asking me to use that tool again. If I make a mistake when talking to a major client, he will chew me out but then expect me to continue to work with that major client when this is his project. Meanwhile, he has told me multiple times that he didn't something for a client because they were getting on my nerves. Anyway, the straw that broke the camel's back for me. About a week ago, he was laid off for a bunch of other coworkers, but they realized they needed him for some project and brought him back. Since all my direct supervisors were laid off as well, he's a person I'm supposed to tell when I'm having issues, and he's supposed to bring it up to Gina, the command. However, he has now taken upon himself to monitor the work that I do and ask questions. The problem is I have 6 years of experience in this kind of work and in the nature of it, whereas he doesn't know anything about the work and doesn't know when something is right or wrong. So he privately messaged me saying that he didn't understand why I was having a backup client, and then before I could answer, he copied and pasted the same message in a group message with the director of the department and asked the question again. Of course, the director didn't answer because they never do, and I chewed him out, telling him that this is common practice. Now, I think it's a good thing that my directors and bosses aren't responding to this, but I need this behavior to stop. Again, I'm a contractor, so I don't know how much I can really push back, but what should I do?